genuinely curious if Jess is right about this or not, okay? Welcome to Mix 1065. We're Kramer and Jess, and specifically, we're talking to women today. Come in this morning, we're prepping the show, we're going through all the internet and the articles that are trending for today, and I found this one study that I thought was really interesting that I thought a lot of women in Baltimore would want to know about.
Yes.
Let me read this to you. Want to feel skinny? Weigh yourself on Friday morning. Okay, just a really quick summary of the story. It says, did you know that your weight can fluctuate as much as 5 or 6 pounds a day? Which is true, in case you didn't know that. Studies show this morning, though, that we tend to be our lowest weight on Friday mornings and our heaviest weight on Sunday nights, which, okay.
That makes sense. It makes sense.
Because that's typically how I do. I do great during the week, and then like Friday rolls around, and it's just not good till Monday again.
Same.
So it says, if you want your most accurate weight, you should weigh yourself on Wednesday. But if you want to feel the skinniest, then you should weigh yourself on Friday mornings. Now,
yes.
I thought it was a great topic.
Yeah.
Jess
I immediately shut it down.
had, first off, major attitude.
I did have major attitude.
And what did you say to me?
I said, how dare you? We're not talking about that this morning. Women don't need to be doing that. And they don't. Why women don't have scales in their homes anymore. I just don't feel like that's something that we need to focus on right now.
Jess had the audacity.
I got so mad.
Jess had the audacity to look me in the eyes and said, women don't use scales in 2020. She says, no women. When's the last time you think you used a scale, Jess?
I don't know.
And why don't you use a scale, for the record?
Because I think that when you bring a scale into the equation, then you start to fixate on it and you go back and check almost every single day, almost every single meal, when really it just needs to be about your health, and you should be focusing on how you feel, and instead of like, how much weight did I lose today and how much weight did I just gain from doing this? And then I feel like it becomes super toxic. So I specifically don't have a scale in my house for that reason. And I know a lot of women do that.
I think you're in the wild minority in that situation.
I'm not saying that you shouldn't use them. And maybe, if you go to a fitness center or a gym and you want to check here and there, but I do not think that you should have a scale in your home anymore. I
haven't pre-screened these calls. We have no idea what you're going to say right now. Melissa, good morning.
Good morning.
Do you have a scale in your home?
I do.
Okay, thank you. One random call here.
That's fine.
And how often do you weigh yourself?
Every day.
Every day. And now explain that theory to Jess, because she's anti-scale.
So I have been, my weight has fluctuated my whole life. So like she said, it can get to a really unhealthy point where you're checking it too often.
Yeah.
But what I've found is by weighing myself, I can enjoy the foods that I want and then rein it back in if I see too much of a fluctuation.
Okay.
So I'm still eating the things that I love, but then when I'm like, oh, we're getting a little fluffy.
Yeah. No, I get
we feel
and
that.
I'm the same way. Right when you get off the air, Jess turns to me and says, do you have a scale in your house?
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, I do. For that reason alone, I want to know
Yes.
if I'm in my healthy range, But I'm glad you called. Thank you very much for that.
Thank you, Melissa.
Another random call. You ready, Jess?
Yes.
We have no idea what they're going to say. This is
Karen.
Karen. Hi, Karen. Good morning.
Good morning.
Do you have a scale in your home, Karen?
I do.
Okay.
Now, explain to Jess why. Because she's like, I don't want a scale anymore.
Look, it helps keep me focused. Kramer is on it. Yes, Wednesday is the day. Sunday night, I'm afraid to get on the scale.
Girl, same.
I even sent my sister a scale in June. She's lost 20 pounds since then because she's being more focused.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Weigh a couple times a week.
I think if you can see, for me, if I can see a physical number,
Okay.
it helps me stay motivated as well. Me and Karen. We're
Absolutely.
over here. We're Karen, are you the type too that just kind of goes wild on the weekend and it's got to pull yourself back in the rest of the week?
You know it. That's me.
Yes, ma'am. I know you too well over there. Jess, your thoughts? I mean, literally 100% of the calls we've taken so far.
Okay, first of all, that's 2. And how interesting that we are going to the 2 that you picked. Just saying. I understand,
Random though.
And I completely understand where you and Karen and Melissa are coming from. But I also understand that sometimes you can fixate a little too much when you are checking that daily and sometimes multiple times a day. That I feel like it leaves room. And granted, to your credit and Melissa and Karen's credit, that you have the ability to kind of keep that in line and not get crazy. But some people don't have the ability to not let that get to their head. You know what I mean?
410-583-1065.